Hello everybody, I am Shidoshi Nogueira, President of the European Buddhist Society, and I am here in Valencia, Spain at Shidoshi Jordan House, my master's house, and I am studying deeply. Today we have had a very interesting class concerning the medicine part, the medicine studies of our healing arts of our tradition of Kaze Ryu. And I would like to offer you a little excerpt, small excerpts of what I have been taught today. You know that today, in October 2014, we are offering for first time a small or very nice, very well produced documentaries regarding what it's our healing arts called Yu-Go-E or Ijutsu, and we are offering for first time this concept that has been kept in secrecy along centuries. And today we would like to offer you, of course it's a big and a wide study, but we would like to offer you a small knowledge, a small introduction into what these methods, what these studies cover. For today, we have started from the point of view of the medicine, but we have gone far or beyond what are the healing arts of our tradition. The topic of today is the employment or the usage of what it's called Ikinetsu. This Iki comes from breath, and the second character, netsu, it's to the heat or temperature or fever. This Ikinetsu, it's like a small piece of bamboo trunk that I have here that they used to be, this is of course, this is empty from the inside, and we have a very accurate tip that it's for preparing it. Some of them used to employ this as a way of, as a pen, as a way of writing, but this was employed for deep to have treatments on the patient, on the bionin in the classical studies of medicine of our tradition. This bamboo trunk, this piece, this tool was used for, if this is regularly employed on the back of the patient, and when they want to treat, if this is the back, they will thrust on this side, going enter, and at the end will go up. Because in the beginning, this is called Ikinetsu because they used to employ here carbon or heating components in order to accessing in some special parts of the back. They could take out what it's warm or especially young in the back of the organs that links through the nervous system, or could bring some heat into them. Some of them used to blow inside, etc. I will explain different cases and different conditions of this. But I would like to introduce small concepts or more technical concepts or scientific concepts, how this could work. I have here a book. It's the Sobota Atlas of Human Anatomy, and we have here, I have separated, I have select here the page for the nervous system and mainly the arteries. If we have a small look, a closest look into that, we could see that we will have the nerves, how they go out of the spine, and they interact with the internal organs. I mean the liver, I mean the stomach, etc. Then they by empirical proofs, they used to look what side of the back have a link to the organs. Then regarding this, they used to attack these sides into a way to interact with the internal organs. I mean, if they, for example, used to thrust in a side that it's linked to the organs, they have the concept of how to interact with this organ. And for example, if some master used to thrust inside and go close to the organ without, of course, without thrusting, without damaging the organ, as a way to interact. But these are ancient and very ancient methods that today we are not using. But of course, the idea was not only to hit, because the ancient masters, the ancient doctors used to put some kind of powder inside, and the mixtures, they were very kept in secrecy, because using the powder inside this tool, they could make that these were linked to the were spread along the organ, and of course the absorption of the organ was very fast and very direct. I mean, if we are capable of go inside and close to the organ, and we are capable of to bring this powder inside, it's like a medicine directly treat on the organ that we know that it's on a bad situation. Then it's a very interesting side. If we are linking to the nervous system, they don't use the powder, but they used to employ some kind of juice, some kind of liquids taken from the fruits, taken from the different components of the nature, for example, taken from the leaves of the plants, on the herbs, etc. Then this was mainly employing medicine, as I have explained, taking in count that today we know, of course, all the links of the body. This was the ancient side. But beyond this side, I would like to explain a very interesting anthropological concepts and ideas that will offer a different side. This small tool was also used by the Shizen tradition or lineage as a weapon. How? Some of them, they could think that we could blow some kind of needles, but it's not in this way. They employ this kind of tool in order to be a hidden weapon that they have in the inside, not in the tip, on the bottom. They have some spine, it's an accurate spine, maybe of some kind of fishes like salmon or something like that. And this spine was it's small, and it was poison. Then when they were crossing in a crowd, they used to have this covering on the clothes, and on the sode, and from here they used to thrust the needle, not the needle, because some masters believe that it were iron needles, but it's not correct. It's not the most correct. The spines, and after this they break the needle inside. Remember that this needle was poison. Then this was one way of interacting or using this tool as a weapon. This kind of poison were also secrets. The mixtures of the herbs, the mixtures of the plant, the vegetables, or the animal side that they used to employ, it was kept in secrecy. Especially they used to employ the liver and the internal organs, liquids of the fugu of that fish, that it's very poisonous. Then one other way that they used to employ when the enemy is unconscious, they used to thrust and used to thrust on the arteries and blow on the arteries with the goal to cause embolism. And of course, if they were if this way of killing was not known by the enemies, what happened, because maybe one it's maybe affect, or it's unconscious because he has been poisoned by opium or something like that, that it's an unconscious poison. And after that, when they thrust on the arteries and they blow, they cause a shock, a killing shock, that of course when they were in the ancient, they don't know what has happened, but of course was this kind of thrust that was impossible to be seen. At the same time, like the spine, that it's very it's not it's small, and it's impossible when you have a thrust spine what happened, because it's not when it's inside and you break, you cannot see what happened on the injury. Then other way that they used to employ is to thrust on the internal organs, of course without damaging, but releasing on the inside of this tube, releasing some powder, also poisonous powder, because after that they used to blackmail, because if they used to an enemy or someone that they want to gain control of this very important person, they used to thrust inside, and after that placing this powder, because this is poisonous. Then they only knew what was the antidote, and the antidote, with this antidote they could blackmail this important person to decide to make choices that could benefit these people. Then of course we are talking about anthropology, we are not talking about what is employed today, but our tradition is to understand these kind of special strategies, but also link with the culture as a whole. I mean, we need to understand that this culture, it's linking the medicine side, the healing art side, with the military side, but not only on the barehead combat or weapon combat, but also the strategy and the method they use to defend their culture, defend their and the ways to survive for them. Then this video has been to cover all that concept that for me are very interesting. If you see them by a historical and anthropological side or point of view. And I hope that you also have enjoyed this very interesting knowledge and information that I bring to you on this video. Then thank you very much. Keep watching our videos, because surely soon will be being released what is our full documentary on Ijutsu, that is one of the most important sites. And thank you very much for understanding and following this video regarding what it's called Ikinetsu. Thank you very much, and goodbye.